Hello, my name is Samir Hussain, and this is my final year project. For the overview for my project, this is a action platformer. So you will be doing a lot of platforming, avoiding obstacles and such, and doing a bit of combat. The game pillars are platforming and combat specifically. The core values of the project is to be fun and try and represent the feeling of a forgotten Arab land. So, like, given a game a much more Arabian Nights feel to it in atmosphere and design. The game engine I will be using is Unreal Engine 4.27.2. The arts, what I'll be focusing on in the game is mostly in level design, more than code or art, but there will be that in the game. The target audience are consumers, so average people and game developers. So I want the game to be fun for people who just play games, but also be a showcase of my skills to possible hiring game developers. The game mechanics that are inside the game are checkpoint systems, so to help with respawning for the player, enemy AI, which will be attacking, stamina system to help you get through the environment a bit more quicker because you will be avoiding things, health regeneration systems to combat the player, the obstacles and enemies that will be attacking you, a damage systems for you to be hurt by the enemies but also um hurt the enemies and also be hurt by the traps, a teleportation system to help you get around the environment, as I want to make the levels a bit more compact, so they will be teleporting you into another level, and animations, as there will be custom animations for everything. So I will be doing most of them, for attack, enemy AI, and also environmental hazards. And this is my first-hand research I've done. So I've been to an Arab country, so I have photos of that. I've taken photos of um, Asian clothing. Went to some museums to look at urban and more classical styles of thing, and pictures of Egypt and other places to get a wide variety of images. I've also have secondhand images. Been looking at games like Prince of Persia and images of like old history such as Persian and Ottoman armor, since my character is like a Arabian soldier, and the Tower of Babel as like a reference for like the tower of how it is, since it's like a big tower. Uh, I've also done a bit of art for like character design, enemy stances and designs. I might reduce redo the enemy AI enemy design, as I feel is a bit too overkill. It looks a bit too much. I might simplify a bit because currently the sketch design is much more simple than the enemy. I think I'll keep the head though. Designed for like environmental storytelling, so I'll be having a bit of that in the game. So this is an example of environmental storytelling. The country, the environment. This is a flag you'll see in the game. Trap design. My goals. What are my goals? Project to present all my skills I've learned, and get a high grade of to possibly get employment. And I know, um, I want this game to like present other skills I have besides just level design. So like there I will be doing a lot more things and just have a good quality. I'm be trying to show multiple skills instead of one. Uh, so it will give me more options in the future. Um, Pre-production journal in a nutshell. So stuff such as like boxing out areas to make a mock-up of the level, sketch overs to show what it might look like, and coding I've done to give like simple AI, simple damage systems, and just to show off how the game would work. I've also made a few videos to show off like things such as enemy AI, the damage system, hurt boxes for the player and the enemy. This will hurry up. Checkpoint systems and of such, health regeneration. There will be some stuff that will be maybe slightly altered. And a small checkpoint system which will um so my backup for just in case this something goes really wrong is to possibly like have it so it's a gauntlet style game where you go up elevators and there will be different modifiers per elevator. So one will have like a constant saw trap that will go around the room, or fireballs that will come out of nowhere, or you have to fight one enemy or three enemies per level and then you finish, or a basic platforming level that will be just a single level instead of multiple levels, because the current idea is to have three levels. And if that goes wrong, it'll be just a high quality assets of just an environment design, no combat, no gameplay of any such, if the code goes really badly. The production pipeline plan is in January. I will be finishing up the code and making all mock-ups for everything in that would be in the game, to have something to show to people, to have them play test it to see if it will work, and use that feedback to improve the game, such as like if the game is too hard or too easy, it will be more, and to make sure that there's actually a direction for players to go so they will not get lost, so I can figure out what players do. And then in February, I will be start using the feedback to actually improve the game, but also start replacing the mock-up assets with the real assets and have them be done. By March, I will have the players playtest it again and take any feedback and issues that may have occurred, such as like modeling issues, textures issues, and visual, and ask people of the visual design if they think it's okay or needs to be improvement. In April, we start polishing the game and maybe add a few details into the game, such as a controller option to use a controller, or trails or little effects for the games to make it look a bit more nicer. And for the final part, I will be doing final QA and postmodern and conclusions of the game and what needs to be done. And the production pipeline is I using Maya for the um, assets of the environment and non-player objects and player characters and everything that will be in the game. An Unreal Engine will be what it be used for to run the game. Adobe Substance Beta will be used to texture the player character specifically, since that will be what you'll be seeing a lot. While Photoshop will be used for non-player objects and assets. So you what you'll be seeing around the place, since stuff like traps will be very much there, but they may not be that high detail since you'll be going past them a lot, so that may not be needed. Um, I'm using Microsoft Word to keep track of what to do in my project, and refer to make a collages to use in my project. Um, what areas I need help in? Currently, I need help with is like a wow factor. I found out that my project is lacking any sort of like thing that makes it stand out. So first idea was a time travel trial, and the other idea was maybe to have the area get slowly get swallowed up by sand as you try and climb up, and if you don't get out in time, you get drowned by sand. I also have a documentation which I've been using Wix to document everything, and this is the to-do list I've been doing. So this is the website I've been using to conduct all my the pre-production of the project. So I have been starting by looking into possible games and theorizing what I can use. Then I started doing a bit of testing to see if I can implement or even do any of these gameplay systems, such as having a combat system. As the reason I wanted to try making a action games since I played these types of games. I've never made this type of game. Base started off with doing a bit of coding to try and get the game to work, which ended up going really well. Um, doing some level design research, which turned into actual first-hand sketches, and then going into looking actually trying to find real world examples of like stuff I can take photos of, going to museums and such, and drawings, doing a mock-up test of the game, um, where you can kind of see a few animations go off and trying to test that out, doing animations, more coding, a throwaway level where there was going to be a puzzle, but it wasn't fun for some people who tried it, so I kind of got rid of it. Basic AI that's currently still being used. It's just a enemies will just follow you as I want the enemies to be just trying to chase you down. Um, level design, early sketches for like the early level ideas, since I wanted it to be like a gauntlet that you would pick which room to go, like a challenge room, and you do the challenge and you get a you get a prize after the end. But it seemed very confusing to a lot of people who play tested it. So I went back to the drawing board and tried something else. Enemy design concept. So I decided to like, since I'm not that good at coding, I would try and to like make it thematically interesting. So I came up with enemies that were like hurt you by moving closer towards you, and then old puzzle ideas, trap designs, old layouts for what a puzzle room would look like, character design, research. Looked into Ottoman and Persian history, outfits and history, and some modern day clothing. Title, game idea, character, first hand character research, um, and then I kind of pivoted into, after a few playtests, into possible new ideas, final character design through concept, weapon design, um, level layouts, more research, final like idea what the level would look like, some in-game world aspects I wanted to add, which I do plan to expand upon, weapon design for the playing character, UI elements, so blockouts through sketches, since I haven't really started doing that, and then enemy design and trap design with other codings I've started, and that's currently it for now, since that's all I have.